Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. You'll see Team World and USA.
And, you know, this game has had a lot of different looks to it over the years. I mean, it began as the Rookie Challenge back in '94, and since then we've seen the format change a number of times.
Now, here is Young, and now the opening lineup for Team World. We've got Hachimura, Luka Doncic out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Barrett, and it's Clarke in at the center.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Here's Clarke. Doncic feeling it out. The teardrop falls in. Well, Greg, you mentioned the various format changes to this game, but the one thing that never changes, as we've talked about, is the entertainment value. It's always the greatest young players in the NBA putting on a whale of a performance.
Absolutely. Whether it's Team World versus Team USA, the draft format, rookies versus sophomores, or whatever.
Right.
Never fails to give the fans their money's worth.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the bucket by USA. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hachimura. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And I'm not sure if anyone will make some history here tonight, but the Rising Stars Challenge has seen its share of miraculous performances in the past. I'll always remember David Lee going a perfect 14 of 14 from the floor in that 2007 game. Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Well, you talked about David Lee's perfect shooting performance back in 2007. Greg, how about Kyrie Irving bearing all those threes? I think he had, 8 in 2012. Both those guys earned the MVP awards in those games.
And no doubt remarkable nights that were put on display by those guys. Still, if you want to talk about pure explosiveness, though, I think no one has been able to top Kevin Durant's 42-point effort back in '09 in this contest.
Phenomenal performance.
Yeah. Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
You know, guys, you look at Doncic, and he has really good size for a wing, which helps him have his way against most defenders.
Now, here's Morant for 3. A shot off that time, and Team World will come the other way.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career. And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Barrett against Bridges. Morant right side. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Now, here's Barrett. Good ball movement here by Team World. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
And out of bounds as Team World gains possession.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Now, here's Doncic. Knocked away. Young with the steal. Snatched away. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. 1:07 left to play here in the first. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Team World. He is blown away by some of the young talent out there. But he feels like some individuals aren't taking the game as seriously as they need to. He said it's not just about the Rising Stars game. It's about the game overall. Respecting your team's goals and making sure you're accountable every moment. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Team World making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by Morant.
You can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
Doncic finds Barrett. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Barrett's got 5 points so far.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and quick and shifty there off the bounce. Fluid with that shot motion as well. Williamson continues to impress.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for USA. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. Time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
Sexton is out there with Devontae Graham. Then it's Bridges. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Williamson in at the 5 down low. Just 4 to shoot. Doncic, no good.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And for Team World, Barrett is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. And for USA, we've got Williamson. Miles Bridges is out there with Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Sexton in at the 2 spot.
And for as much offense as the All-Star game features, I mean, the Rising Stars Challenge typically gives us even more scoring. I mean, this is an action-packed event year in and year out. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Sexton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. You talked about, Greg, the high scoring in this game over the years, and there have been some incredible totals, often up in the 140s and higher. It was only a few years ago that the winning team, scored 163 points.
That's right. Yeah, I will never forget that. And it's part of what makes this game so fun. I mean, we don't come to the All-Star week looking for great defense. We want to see these young fellas get out and run.
Here's Bridges, kicks to Williamson. Williamson double-teamed. To the paint, it's stolen. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
And so Graham will bring it up for USA. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. For 3, Barrett gets the three-pointer to fall. Barrett's got the lead up to 2 now for Team World. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Team World.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Graham, the pass to Williamson. Here's Washington. USA moving the ball around. Pass to Bridges. Sexton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Williamson. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Hachimura. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hachimura, and it's blocked. Here is Graham. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hangs. And the layup good by Sexton. Now it's a 4-point USA lead.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Right at the free throw line. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Boy, savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
And USA making a change here. Young's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. He kicks it to Bridges. Young outside. Outside, Sexton. Back to Young. Shot clock at 5. Doncic with the block.
And the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
Here's Bridges. Rebound by Team World. There's Okogie over Sexton. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And the passion Sexton plays with is so impressive. When he gets after it on defense, this kid is fun to watch.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. USA leads by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 12 points, mentioned by some as a future MVP. And that's a wrap with the third.
And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
So, Team World's 5 right now. Clarke is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot.
And, guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clarke there proving how important that concept is.
Young, no good.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Barrett wide open. He fires. Clarke dishes to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Shots good from Young.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for USA. On the wing, Jackson. And there's the pass to Bridges. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's a 3-point USA lead.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Young against Doncic. Clarke with a wide open look. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Jackson. Young for 3. It's Clarke with the rebound. Team World trails by 3. To the middle. Here's Barrett. And he converts the layup. Barrett's got 12.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Morant outside. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. He loves to take it inside.
Yep, it goes, and the USA lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Hachimura.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Morant passes to Williamson. Williamson double team. Off on the layup.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. Here's Hachimura. And he overshot that one, missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
The 3, Bridges. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Doncic finds Hachimura. Now, here's Barrett. Clarke, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket, good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Young dishes to Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Clarke.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
And USA with some changes. Washington's checked in for Williamson. And it's Sexton in for Bridges. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 13. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Doncic. No good with the triple. Now, USA with it. They lead by 1. Sexton kicks to Young. Takes a 3. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist from Young. Sexton's got 9.
You know, the timing, the rhythm. I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Here's a Kogi. Doncic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. It's blocked.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sexton, the pass to Young. Hope they get it there. Here's Washington. Young outside. Morant finds Jackson. Down low. Here's Young. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Young with the steal. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams putting up points. USA ahead, leading by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
Trae Young is out there with John Morant. And there's Jackson. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Sexton in at the small forward position. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Team World trails by 5. Doncic passes to Mikhailuk. And here is Hachimura. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Morant. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Doncic. Count it.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Pass to Jackson. That one misses. And Team World will come the other way. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And Team World, another 3.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
The USA calls time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Zion Williamson's checked in for USA. Bridges comes in for Sexton. Young pass to Morant. And out of bounds as Team World gains possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Doncic kicks to Barrett. Hachimura with it. He's picked up by Morant. Pass to Doncic. Inside to take the lead. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big time.
And that one's good by Clarke.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clarke. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
Here's Williamson. Rebound by Team World. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic against Bridges. Top of the key. Team World with the fresh shot clock. The shot comes out. Clarke's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Now Bridges. Morant outside. Count it. Good.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Here's Hachimura. The rejection by Jackson. Morant finds Williamson. Oh, what a dunk!
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
The three for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Now USA with it. 4-point game. Pass to Bridges. Morant scanning the floor. It's Young on the wing. Jackson trying to break free. And it's Team World with the ball. Here's Barrett. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Doncic. Here's Barrett. Ooh, off wide to take the lead. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So USA wins it.
I can't say enough about how well all of these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clarke Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.